Okay, so we're going to show you a bunch of really crazy, funny, terrible stuff that we made on the weekend. Is there anyone here who's confused about what a game jam is? Is there anyone who's confused about what a game jam is and doesn't want to admit that they're confused? Oh!
We just found out about this today from our teacher.
Nice.
So we're just like, yeah.
So game jam is just like a bunch of people getting together over a weekend and working on games together in a single space. And some people start brand new projects and try and finish them over the 2 days. And other people work on projects that they already have. But the cool thing is working around all these creative people, getting insight and feedback and that kind of thing. Okay, so I need to thank some sponsors. New Media Manitoba gave us a bunch of money to help pay for people flying in. There's people from Toronto and Iowa. Actually, yeah, Toronto. There's the Toronto people. Yeah. Where are the Iowa people who had to drive through a blizzard? And I also want to thank Skull Space. It's a hacker space. It's actually right near here. Yes. There's a guy from They let us use their space for free, which is crazy. They're really awesome, and they handle all the stuff that we don't want to worry about, like logistics of the space and all that. And the other sponsor is Complex Games, Noah's company. Gave us a bunch of $10 bills, a bunch of John A. McDonald's that we could hand out to people and stuff. And he also had the idea to have this event, and I think this is a pretty cool idea. So, thanks, Noah. So the way this is going to work, we're going to try and keep everyone limited to about 5 minutes per project, I guess. And I'm going to call people up. If somebody wants to jump up and just go for it, that's cool too. If you feel like, no, this is the time, I have to do it. Okay, we're going to start with the very brave Jim McKenzie. And his project is called Ragdoll Cannon.
I guess before I talk about my project, I've been asked to say just a few words about Skull Space. We're a hacker space. It's open membership. With membership, you're open 24/7. Go whenever you want. Everyone's got a key. We have a student discount, $20 a month, regular $40. It's supported entirely by our members. It's a great place. If anyone wants to come out, check it out. We've got public nights on Tuesdays, Fridays. And we're considering doing a new game dev night. Either weekly, bi-weekly. Once a month. We'll see how it goes. We'll talk about it at the next meeting, so if anyone wants to come out and see what we're all about, look us up online, skullspace.ca. Yeah, so I came to the Jam. I've not really done a lot of game development before. Second year university. I felt kind of unsure about the whole thing. I thought I'm going to be sitting in a corner all day, didn't want anyone to see what I was working on. But it was great. By Sunday night, people were coming around, checking out what I was working on. I was looking at other people's projects. It was really cool seeing people enjoy what I built. It was just a lot of fun. I was really nervous about it, and by the end of it, it felt really good. Made it in Unity. Didn't have a lot of ideas. I don't know too much about 3D modeling. I don't know much about 3D modeling, so I sat down and was like, oh, what can I model? And I thought, well, I can model a tube. What games can I make out of a tube? I thought, what better than launch a dude out of a cannon? Oh, there's Joel's jumping dog. He donated to the project. Yeah, basic idea. You launch a dude out of a cannon. He's got his own little camera there. You want to hit the explosives, hit the clouds. You want to avoid the bear traps. Yeah, just I don't know what he hit there. That's a bug. The clouds are supposed to do that. That's not a bug for once. And it does end just at a big wall. I didn't have anything fancy to end with it or make it, endless. That'd be kind of cool for like a second level to have him fly down a mountain, like Penguin in the Snow kind of style. Keep going.
Very graceful pose.
Made it the whole distance. You can buy up for upgrades, you can unlock different features. And yeah, that's about all I got on the weekend.
Complete.
Next, I would like to call the super group of Andrew, Fernando, Tish, and Nina. Are you guys ready to go?
Yeah, I guess so. Does anybody? Yeah, we need Dylan's controller. And does anybody have a DVI, like a Mac DVI to whatever that takes?
Kurt might have something.
It has
I think I might have
You have one? Yes.
Here, find somewhere to
Thank you.
There might be a
Here, stick on this power bar that's like
power
right
rack.
there.
Right up front.
So much easier.
Do you get sound?
Oh yeah, sound. Do you have sound?
Good, because that's going to be important, I think, for a lot of us.
You better have two USB.
Make sure the audio's active.
Oh, okay. Make sure the audio.
A heads up, the next person I'm going to call is Steve Chabadi, if he's here. Yes. Okay, you'll be next, so get ready.
Does anybody want to play the game, or like, try to play it?
Any volunteers to play?
I'll join in.
Okay.
Why not?
Sorry.
Oh, can we prioritize people who haven't been to the jam?
Absolutely.
Sorry.
Who wants to play that hasn't been to the jam? All right. First two people up here. Oh,
it's a race.
It's a meta game. Are you okay? Okay, that guy gets a spot. Okay, I don't know. Probably look at the screen while you play.
You okay? Yeah, have fun.
You're good? Yeah. Okay.
Oh yeah, it's all screwed up on the screen.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah, I know. There we go.
What happened?
Can you change?
Oh, I might have, go back to the system preps. I might have, you have to have join the Xbox thing.
Are we setting that up?
Oh yeah, okay, so the game. We wanted to do roguelike originally. We didn't end up doing a roguelike because we started talking. There's four of us.
There we go. Okay.
I'm not good at talking. Okay, so we wanted to do a maze game, we decided, on Friday. And
The resolution's all weird.
so we decided we wanted to do a maze game. And
Oh wait,
what?
it's even worse now. Oh wait, it went back to the old resolution. Oh sorry. Okay. Sure.
One more time.
Okay, we decided we wanted to do a maze game on Friday. And okay, so we started Friday, we had nothing. Like we started from blank slate, completely from scratch. So we did all the coding, all the graphics, all the music, everything like over the weekend, which was pretty cool to like have something kind of finished.
Awesome.
Just run the run the build like this.
To be fair,
Just get stood up.
it's not their fault. Mostly.
Can we just run the binary? Just run.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh yeah, do you have a? Yeah, my shoes. Hold on, we'll just one more try.
And their boots too.
Okay.
Entertain the people.
Okay, so it's a maze game. I don't know what else to say.
Talk about the myth.
The myth. Oh yeah. Okay. So it's based on the Greek myth, Theseus and the Minotaur, or Minotaur, whatever. And so the myth goes, there's like this guy gets thrown into a labyrinth and he has to get out, and he has a ball of string or whatever to like show his way so he can find his way out again. We started with that with like one player experience, and it wasn't fun at all. After this was like Saturday night, we're like, oh, this sucks. So we decided, how do you make a crappy game into an actually fun game? And we'll just, add a second player to it. And so then we turned into a two-player game, and we started playing. It's like, oh, this is fun. We can like go against each other and stuff. And so yeah, there's like Theseus and the Minotaur, and it's a randomly generated maze and you basically have to both start at the start, and you have to run to this coin at the end. And, you have these trails behind you. That's supposed to be like the string. You're each carrying a ball of string. And yeah, you just like race the end. So it's like a race game kind of.
Damn it.
No, I think. Yeah.
So you can tell.
See that shit?
That's it. Yeah, that's it. Any questions? Okay, next. Cool.
Question while the next people are being set up.
Sure. Nope.
Good, yeah.
Okay, get Steve up here. Also want to let you guys know that after we're done, we're going to be heading to the King's Head and getting wasted. Yeah. So at that point, that's a good time to actually ask questions of people if you saw something interesting. And after you've had a few beers, the questions might get more interesting too.
So I guess I'm gonna get someone to play my game too if anybody wants to come
Any volunteers to play in the next game?
Do I have the,
I have a friend.
Is there anyone who wasn't at the jam who wants to play something?
There was somebody running.
Yeah. Brian, you know we got some new here, sorry.
Does anybody hate themselves?
So basically the challenge is if you can get this before my demo is over, you'll get my $10 John discount with coupon courtesy of Complex Games. Redeemable anywhere.
Anywhere in Canada.
Anywhere in Canada.
I don't know. We can talk about that.
Is this one is mine right there.
Yeah, it takes you much, just has to follow the right key patterns. Yeah.
Does it have a unique
You build as a PXE. That's what mine was.
Alright, so my game I also started at the beginning of Friday, so it's from scratch. This game, I have to, I guess, issue an epilepsy warning. If you have epilepsy, choose. So the goal is to get to the end, and you just go left and right, and you have to go through the hurdles, and you can shoot the little cubes and get them out of the way. And if you get too close, they'll chase you like this. And the hurdles, this corner right here is notoriously hard.
Does the dog actually like jump over anything?
It doesn't jump. It's the jumping dog that Joel made from Complex Games. The title was made by Abraham.
Almost.
Okay.
Is this on like insane mode?
It's only like 20 seconds long, so I had to make it really, really hard.
We believe in you! Okay. We believe in you, Rainbow Wolf!
Is there a cake at the end?
There was something at the end, it may be cake.
Something wonderful at the end.
It's accelerating.
Yes, it gets faster and faster.
Oh.
What were you smoking?
Okay.
If each one I call it whenever it comes up.
Do you want to try
I've never actually beaten myself, but I
That's just not nice.
These guys actually don't matter, they don't hit you.
How big is your QA department? I'm giving you 2 more tries. Oh, okay, last try.
I think I have a seizure before.
Maybe if you have a suit.
Leave your laptop on because I think Dylan's guy.
Okay.
Dylan's up next. Here for Steve.
Did you actually prove you can pass the game?
I've gotten to the very ends, but I hit a wall. So I'm pretty sure it's I'm pretty sure it's possible.
Bless you.
I started this one at the beginning of the weekend too on Friday, and it's called the Jetpack Commando, and you're a Jetpack Commando. It's sort of broken still, so the jetpack lets you jet around a little bit, and you can shoot some rockets, and there's things that shoot rockets back, and there's some tanks that track you around, and yeah, that's where it's at so far.
Whoa!
Nice.
Give him the jetpack! Jetpack Commando, no!
So yeah, that's pretty much it.
That was awesome!
They're all features. That's totally intentional.
That's called the super tank jump.
It's a standard thing. I mean, you basically can't beat the game. You can't beat the game without it, but
the third boss.
nobody does.
So next up we have a non-freezing with Magic Door Red Key Thing is the title he came up with. Potentially he has a better title now, I don't know.
I don't know, it's called a skeleton race thing, because that's basically...
That's pretty weird.
I get it.
Is yours the latest gen MacBook Air?
Yeah. Is it different? Okay, I got the thing here.
Like you're supposed to like play with the lines.
Oh, you got that. Was there DVI as well?
Oh, no, wait. I have
The nice things about it. Meant to do that.
The little plugs just don't work. No, it's not the plugs, it's the machines. I had a...
Oh, they're defective?
No, there's something to do with some brands of projectors and whatever video circuitry is in the newer MacBook Airs.
That's
Yeah.
what you get for not buying an Apple.
Yeah, well, that was so... If it doesn't... Yeah, we might need to try that. Yeah, you'll have to throw the bill on it. Hey, Alex, do you have your MacBook Air kicking around? We just need to throw the bill on it. Maybe we can get someone else to do... Yeah, why don't we get some... I don't know, bring my
Marlon, are you ready to go right now? Marlon Weave, ladies and gentlemen.
This is probably the best audience I've seen for one of these ever. I feel like I put anything up on the screen, you guys will be cheering.
Like a Red River College.
Yes!
Connecting to the projector of the game.
What are you searching for?
That's a good question.
It's too bad James Lazan didn't tell me to cover this or in the movie too.
Oh yeah.
It's like shots of like trying to plug in adapters.
Okay, so I made a game called Finder Your Own Adventure. It's basically a game that takes place entirely in Finder. It's a choose your own adventure engine. So let's read the instructions. Here we go. Find your own adventure. How to play. Open the first folder. Begin playing or viewing any images in said folder. Read the story in the context file. And read the names of subfolders and choose the one you want to go to. So here we go. Begin game. Let's read this. I'm not going to do too many, don't worry. So, you find yourself back in high school, sitting in a room covered with posters of Pig and Bill Nye. You look up to find your old biology teacher sitting at his impressive large oak desk a few desk rows ahead of you, staring straight into your eyes. You squirm in your hard-wooden seat, unsure if it's the stare or the paisley golf shirt that's making you uncomfortable. You look down at your desk to find a single piece of paper with a label, pop quiz, and no pen or pencil or memory of prior studying to be found. Fuck. Suddenly you feel your cell phone vibrate in your pocket. This could be the message you've been waiting for. Decisions. So here we go. Here's the decisions.
Where's the music?
See, I didn't
stare back at the teacher. See if you
This was a exercise in silliness. So
answer your text message.
Write the test.
Text.
I don't know. I think you should stare back at the teacher.
You lock
You lock eyes with the teacher. He stares back at you and shifts his body to face you as if to say, "Challenge accepted." The first minute passes by, your confidence is shaken. By the end of the second minute, you begin questioning yourself, your morals, and your eyelids' ability to turn your eyes back into moist orbs instead of sandpapery masses. Don't blink! Don't blink! Excellent choice. Oh no. When your eyeballs feeling like they've been punctured by tiny needles, you widen your eyes and push on, gazing hard into your teacher's eyes. Then he blinks. You win the staring contest. You throw your hands high into the air and let out a triumphant yes, just as the teacher opens his mouth. The teacher emits a piercing squeal. His eyes still locked to yours, and just as your terror-faced amazement at how closely he can mimic your alarm clock, you wake up. You didn't die! Congratulations! Because I also wanted something moving around on the screen, so I was making a Moonlander arena game. I don't know if you can see it there, but I didn't get very far. So basically, what this was going to do is you can get these weapons. Oh, that doesn't work anymore. I was madly coding just before we came up here and I read it.
And that's
You can attach weapons to it, and then the weapons, when you fire them, would like spin you around based on their physics and stuff. So it'd be like this crazy 4-player madness. Anyway, here we go. Thank you. You're next. This is not to the left. Red River College. College on the Red River.
Okay, so this is a skeleton race game. Basically, I just wanted to see how far I could get, starting from scratch. Well, it's not from scratch. This is built-in game maker. There's he doesn't care. I'll restart it. And it's like basically you're trying to get to the red key before the skeleton gets to that door. And well, you have to actually trap them. There's traps there. So the key is basically a trigger. So actually, let me start this.
Score thing.
Yeah, and then there's somebody had written some words on the whiteboard, so I just did the game based off that.
Every game is based on something.
So there, I trapped the skeleton in the first trap there. So now let me go to the next one. Now it's part. So you want to trap it sooner because you'll get more points as well. So basically, I just built a few levels and tried to see how far I could get in the weekend.
Yay!
And if you want, that is hard. That one you can't get, but you have to run very quickly.
How are you doing with that? Okay, Eileen is next. Okay, we need sound. That's the sound.
Do we want to get some too?
Yeah, we want to go.
Does anyone want to play this?
Someone who wasn't at the jam.
Sure. Last time.
Let's go.
Yeah. Okay, I'll get rid of it.
Yeah. So this is basically something that Alec and I have been working on, and it's not, hopefully not going to be funny unless it breaks. So I'm sorry about that.
All right, so spacebar. You might need to use that.
computer ever. Apparently it's 13 years old, that ball.
Three.
Oh no, one. Going for 3. It's not good, I'm an ensign.
Does the game end now?
This is like drunk RC.
Ready to speak.
Where's my choice? Mike Boxleiter is next, from Iowa, the exotic land of Iowa.
We actually pronounce it Iowa.
Oh, sorry.
No, we don't. I think it's on the back.
Pretty sure I've had it.
You can as well next.
Oh, gotta remember that laptop sitting across from me. So we can put it-
Oh, by the way, I'll go whenever.
Okay. Wild card.
Wild card!
Prayers and suffering. Suffering.
Just a
Do
second.
you wanna play accordion interludes while people
Yeah.
are setting up?
Okay.
Yeah, go.
Good up.
All right.
Okay, whatever.
Yeah, that's not detective. Yeah.
Or that same song you're playing at the jam. That's a great song.
Let him do something when he's setting up.
Maybe someday you'll find what you're searching for.
Don't forget
Oh yeah, you need this thing.
Okay, so
You can play while we're here.
as soon as you're
yeah, it's fine. If I select everything, it will crash. So my project, I was actually cheating. I worked on this last weekend too on a different jam in Iowa, but I thought it was really cool, so I kept messing with it. And basically, the idea of it is I like games like Dishonored and Deus Ex, and I like first-person shooters. But when you play those, once you played it and you die,
you get to play the same thing over again, and so it gets kind of lame because you know where everything is. You're like omniscient and all this bullshit. So I play a whole lot of Spelunky too. So I wanted to like create a roguelike first-person shooter, stealth 'em up kind of game. And so I've been like messing with procedural generation basically. Oh yeah, I'll show you. I built a bunch of prefabs in Unity, this is all Unity, that can kind of stick together. So like you have these boxes, like this is a piece of hallway, and this is like an open walkway, and this is a stairwell, and they all have these little connector dudes that line up, and so it sort of automatically connects them together and tries not to overlap, and it has larger buildings that can connect together to a whole lot of different points. And so once it's created in game, it's like a little weird city with no human context whatsoever, so it's probably going to be like robots. And I didn't get around to putting any enemies in or anything walking around, but there's a whole lot of cool stuff going on in that, like each of these nodes I can use for AI pathways. So I could potentially have a bunch of dudes wandering around the city, and like some of them will be enemies and some of them will be civilians or whatever. And a lot of cool gameplay stuff can come out of it, and I can show you the generation algorithm, which is fun to watch. Just need this. Yeah, so we'll do that. Okay. Whoa. So you can watch it building all this stuff, which I think is pretty cool. It's pretty slow. Yeah, that's what I did. Oh yeah, and I made a robot.
In fact, Mike is the robot.
Beep boop bop.
Spoiler alert.
Robot. Oh shit.
That's what
Just unplug it. Is that cool?
You done?
Yeah.
Okay, next up we have Michael Todd and Cassie Chu. And you can play the interlude if you wish. That means he wants you to stop.
Yeah, we're ready to go, dude. Thank you, it was lovely.
It's still searching.
Yeah. He did our title screen music that you'll see in a minute.
Well, he did the
Alex
vocals.
did the music and he did the vocals. It's amazing. You're gonna love it.
You have to play the whole thing.
Yeah, no, we're gonna sit here and listen to the entire thing. Then we're gonna play the game. So I'm Michael Todd, and this is Cassie Chu, and we're from Toronto, that far off land. We came here in JP's car.
Yeah, JP.
In Toronto, we're all game developers, and we're actually all working on a project called Electronic Superjoy. JP runs his own company as well, and still searching. Yeah.
Right, so let's talk about what we did for this jam then.
Right. So in Michael Todd Games, which is the company, I started it, and I am a programmer for the last decade. And so for this game, I did all the art because, you know, it's a jam. And Cassie did all the programming. She's the artist. So the game is...
Roll reversal.
Yeah, it was a really, really interesting weekend because we did stuff we'd never really done before.
Yeah, especially I can't program myself out of a cardboard box, so this was interesting experience for me.
You might have to go into the Windows display and try to detect stuff. I don't know if that will help.
Some computers that don't give us it.
Oh, sweet.
Who cares?
Okay. Startup's a bit finicky. We're gonna go to game over first. Sound isn't unmuted. Why is that? Keyboard, something.
game.
So this is the title screen. Alright, so the concept was asteroids. You have to collect 25 coins.
25 iridium coins.
Yeah, iridium coins.
When did you get the soundtrack?
We made everything, one way or another. Cassie did the in-game music. Oops. So the concept that made it more interesting was when you go off the edge of the screen, you come into another world. And we just made a bunch of worlds, basically. And no. Apparently I suck at this. I have won the game, front to back, at least twice. I'm gonna do this.
Trying to show off the world.
So that's the game. Alright, and I'm sure it'll be playable at some point.
Thank you, guys. Next up, we're going to call the amazingly talented Noel Berry of Winnipeg.
So over the jam, I worked on 2 different games. One is like a longer-term project I worked on mostly on Saturday, and then I started a really short other game that I did mostly on Sunday. So I had no idea what to do for the shorter game I made. So I basically just started with random graphics and screwing around with random things, and it ended up feeling really really weird. And so I decided to make it about a drunk assassin, because it seemed appropriate based on the graphics that were there. So you're like this little guy, and there's not too much done yet. Like none of the enemies do anything. There's just some crates and stuff, but you can shoot the screen or shoot things. And when you shoot, everything's like more vibrant and loud because you're drunk and you hurt. And then yeah, the enemies don't do anything yet because I didn't really have too much time. But yeah, it just everything kind of spins and it's wobbly. And yeah. Good. So that's pretty much this game. At the end of the night, after you've killed your target and stuff, you of course send a drunk text message with your ex or something. So that's pretty much that game. I'm gonna keep working on it and continue on with that. We'll see what happens. And then the other game I worked on the weekend, mostly on Saturday, because I'm working on this with a friend from Michigan, so I just worked on him over the internet with him. So this is a longer term game that we've been working on for a few months. So I'll just quickly show it just since I was working on it a lot as well, if it compiles. Oh, that's gonna be nice. I can fix that really fast. So this game is this little guy who can jump around, and there's a bunch of different portals. And our idea for this game is basically have two different worlds that overlap. So there's like a light world and a dark world. And the light world is all happy and nothing hurts you, and then there's a dark world, which you can kind of see that I'm right here, that has bad stuff in it, and everything looks not nice in it.
Including you.
Including you, you're all morphed and weird in it too. So like here, for example, there's spikes in the bad world where otherwise there'd be flowers. And this little bear who looks friendly turns into like a weird skeleton monster thing. And then like the portals between worlds start moving around and things get a little bit crazy eventually. So yeah, I've just been working on, and this, like specifically over the jam, we were working on these water levels, which we just kind of got the water all functioning and finished up a boss for this and got these little enemies working and stuff. So that's,
Is the water still water in the dark world?
The water's lava in the dark world. It's not very visible yet.
Oh my!
We have to make it. We have to make it more lava, like the lava look more lava-y because it doesn't look like lava right now. But yeah, so that's about it.
Next up, we have JP, who came from Winnipeg originally.
Yeah, it's true.
And he left.
You run real fast, especially this number squad.
Kind of appropriate, really.
Oh yeah.
You can. Oh, you know what?
Most of my music I don't know.
Just up halfway.
Does that work?
Find out.
Yeah, it's just this one.
Okay.
This one is being annoying.
And plays passive.
Fine. No, you get sad music.
Okay, fine.
It's very like stoic. It's like I'm overcoming something to like get up there. You want my controller?
It needs to be wireless.
Thank you. That's great.
You get sad song. That one you get for no notice.
Yes.
Ruth, somebody doesn't want to face the screen this way. Or maybe
If I knew how to play Guile's theme, I would have.
Just start like
Yeah.
Sorry, because it goes with everything.
You're probably the best at this game, so you have to get a handicap.
Yeah. Meaning you just can't play. Come on.
It's a killing game.
Come on.
Just because you can't play now.
This controller
Well,
does not this one out.
one person can play with keyboard, so if you want to.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Now he's gonna kick our ass.
So, let's, yeah. This is basically a 4-player arena game where you puck javelins into each other. So if you press and hold A.
Which is the javelin throwing button? I don't know what I'm doing. I just died. My controls are...
Okay.
Oh, you gotta collect your javelins.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay, so there's only 4.
that makes 100
Yeah.
times more sense. But I'm dead at it.
No one's actually been javelin yet.
Someone's getting hit with a javelin. I don't care who. Oh god! Oh no! No, I need those back.
I think I died.
Yeah, because I just killed sorry ass.
Just because the color is black.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh god!
Okay, no. You can do it.
Sure, yeah. We can rotate another 4 people in after this one. Somebody wants to come up. Okay. All right. Anybody else want to swap in?
Come on up.
Just come up.
Did you?
I think I just wanted it.
Yeah, I think you
Here,
need your
anyone?
keyboard.
Anybody? No? Okay.
How do I shoot?
I have to defend my honor here. Nobody's gonna take my I'm yet to hear any good death noises. Yeah. I heard my own. Yeah, skating around in circles. Somebody help me here. Somebody want this? Anybody? Yeah, anybody wants to say I'm available anywhere else for When are we expecting this on Steam, guys? Sweet! Oh, come on. No, yeah.
Gotta get it greenlit.
I gotta... Anybody? Anybody? Anybody at all? I'm just gonna kill everybody then. Seriously? Whatever. Who am I fighting against?
I'm now dead.
What is this? Literally society. Oh, that was a bad throw. Yeah, that's right. I killed the AFK person. You guys gonna complain about this?
Yeah, one up.
Anybody? Anybody still?
Keyboard 3 or take control.
Oh god.
Keyboard guy is dead.
Anybody? Why am I still here? Why am I still here?
I shot my one. Oh, okay, here we go. I died.
Anybody? Call it there.
Yeah.
Next up, we have the fabulous Mickey Blumenthal, who moved to Winnipeg from England for some reason.
What am I supposed to plug it in?
voice sounds happened. None of my hilarious voice sounds happened.
Get a pro match going. Well, later on, if we're drinking, put that on, and then the loser buys the winner a beer instead of one-on-one like elimination.
My game is in the form of a presentation because it's not that I cannot program, I just do it really slowly and badly. I can't program. Yeah, so this is basically the game I was trying to make in this jam. I spent one day trying to program it and the other day doing this. So basically the game is called Tap. I wanted to call it Tap something, or I'd tap that, and then I realized the name Tap was available, so games. Basically, the inspiration is games like Farmville. I'm sure all of you played this at some point. And if you haven't, good for you, but I'll also tell you what you do. Basically, you place a cow and you have to click on it every few hours to get money. So you can buy a horse, so you can click on that to get money. For some reason, it became very popular. There's also Snoopy's Fair, which is a beautiful game, great art direction, especially if you like the series. But again, you just play stuff and you just click, click, click to collect coins to buy more stuff. And then there's Peter Molyneux's Curiosity, which sort of like completely strips it down. It's like content, what the fuck? Just green balls, touch them, like tap, 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 tap. I think Peter Molyneux is a genius. And then this is my game. It's called Tap, and you're supposed to tap on little boxes. The great thing about these things is the monetization, because for some reason people actually would pay money. For example, in Farmville you get the cow, which you can buy for coins, and if you put a couple of dollars you can buy a pink cow. It's just like a regular cow, but it's pink. So I mean, you know, when you see that kind of a cynical approach to gaming, and which is quite disgusting and greedy, I'm thinking, I want to get on that action. So this is how you start. You have only 9 little blocks. Eventually you can buy more areas. You can buy them faster if you pay real money. And then you have the core block, which you cannot delete in case you're really stupid. So you won't end up with nothing to make money from. And you place more blocks and more blocks and more blocks and more blocks until you populate the whole board. Now, each one of these boxes is different. This box, for example, every 10 seconds you're going to get 1 coin. In this one, every minute you get 20 coins. So each one of them has a different sort of like system of reward. It doesn't mean anything. It just like it just makes you look as if the game actually has some depth and strategy to it. But you're only making coins to buy more boxes. So. When you form your board, you can go, screw it, I'm just going to put the best earning boxes. I mean, why would you put anything else than the best earning boxes? So just fill it up. And at this point, because you have the best boxes, you don't really need to buy any more boxes. You just make money and money and money and money, which you have nothing you can do with it. But you can use it to create awesome pixel art if you're creative, write messages. So basically, yeah, back to the board. It's the most idiotic sort of concept ever, but we're going to have a tutorial guy, and that's actually his name, tutorial guy, and he's going to patronize you and just tell you the most basic, obvious things. And this one is actually is a bit of an asshole. So it's my way of sort of like, I would be happy to take your money if you buy this, if you sort of buy this game, but I will think less of you.
What does the symbol on his shoulder say?
That's a good question. That's the kanji for poop. I actually Googled it. So yeah, I will actually take your money, but I will think less of you. So this is a nice way to sort of like take the piss out of the... Okay, so we got the basic block, which is red, you know, and then we have stripes, is like the slightly better one. If you want like green stripes, that's another $10. Polka dots, that's like... Then we have the gold one.
Oh man.
And then we get like to the really, really special ones like hot guy. And if you're not into hot guys, there's also hot girl. And you know, that's like $3. And you say like, oh, get a sexy cube for only $3. But then also you have this really, really, really completely nonsense promotions like, oh, for limited time only, it's only $2. What does that mean? Yeah, so, but here's the thing, I actually, when I was doing this, I couldn't help myself actually coming up with gameplay. I mean, I know, it's a problem I have. So actually there is a version of this game that has gameplay. You have 10 minutes and you buy lots of different boxes, and in 10 minutes you try to make as much money as you can. And then you actually start thinking, oh, wait a second, this box gives me so many coins, and this one gives me that many coins. So actually you can actually make, I'm just kidding, there's no gameplay. And then this guy sort of like, if you sort of like find yourself for 5 hours, sort of like tapping, you sort of say, why are you still playing this game? It's like, you're just tapping on boxes, and like, you more, and you start, I actually wanted to be more rude, but I was like, I didn't know who was gonna be here. So, yeah, and eventually, so like maybe gives you a link, like, oh, why would you guys, you know, there's this game, you know, blah, 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 like, I don't know, Aquaria, you know, link to Aquaria, it's like, I don't know, try hundreds, you know, why are you playing this game? So, but yeah, I mean, I'm totally, without any guilt, we're happy to make this game and make money off it. I'm like, no guilt. Yeah, so that's it.
Next up is Evan Balster, who has been serenading us with the accordion.
You're supposed to play accordion while he goes up.
I don't know.
Do it, Alec.
I don't know how. Is there anyone else who wants to present who isn't part of Graham's posse? I don't know how to play this either. And nobody else who needs to present other than
It's a great percussion instrument.
Okay, Graham, you're going to be next then if you guys are ready. And you'll be the last. Oh, getting casual. Okay.
Hey, everybody. And that program stuff. I also do music, but I consider that a side thing. I'm gonna push a button. Okay. So this is a big creepy eyeball. This is not what I worked on at the Jam, but this is kind of a good articulation of why I'm working on what I worked on at the Jam. This is something I made in a couple weeks ago. So this is basically like an eyeball. The eyelid moves out of the way when the eye looks around. You can have 2 of them. They can get all wide and or they can get all narrow. And there are all these funny little sliders that you can mess with, like pupil dilation, and the thickness of the eyelids, and how far away from the eye the corners of the eye are, so that you just get these big, horrifying butterfly eyelids. But basically, the general purpose of this system is to kind of be a first step in the direction of something I really want to do in my game, which is basically having these characters that have body language. I guess I'm obligated to at least show you guys what it looks like when I mess up all the parameters and the eyeball gets like super horrifying. I'm just going to do that real quick. I like tautness. I'm gonna go corner distance. I like thickness. There we go. So anyway, so I'm making a system for body language in games, basically, and to that end, I've been working on something that's kind of difficult and something I still, despite having put 2 game jams into it, is only in a relatively early state. But that's a kinematic system that lets me have a skeleton and give it an arbitrary number of different tasks it's trying to perform, including not bending its elbows backwards and not falling over flat because its center of gravity is off. And what I've got so far is just enforcing joint limits and trying to move one part of the body towards some goal position. So, as I say, it's not too much to look at, so I've built this handy feature to help your imagination along by making it dance. Hold on, let's get hips and all this. And anyway, so there's kind of a lot of the mathematical basis of this stuff is pretty crazy, as I've learned, and you have to do a bunch of basically for least squares systems, you have to like figure out how much everything that can be changed affects every goal you're trying to optimize. So this right here shows the mathematics of how this shoulder to arm to forearm joint affects like this, the point on the hand is, it's trying to move it closer to where my mouse is. And I have the simulation turned off, but if I turn it on, well, you see it's does its very darndest to get them closer together and is apparently barfing or something now. Very interesting indeed. So anyway, yeah, basically, and one piece of advice to anyone in the room who happens to do like procedural animation is don't forget hips and shoulders. They add a lot of expressiveness to a character and they're often overlooked in favor of just arm joints. That's just me being technically opinionated though. Anyway, talk to me again in like 5 years for the game that this is related to. I might be in it for the long haul.
Show your island generator.
Okay, yeah, here's some random other crap, because this binary here has like everything I've made in the last 3 years in it. So, here, okay, this is a floating island generator. I made it last PegJam. It makes floating islands. As many floating islands as you want. Floating islands enough that you might just want to puke. And something else I made on the same code base is grass that blows in the wind. Isn't it pretty? And it's 2D, but its physics are 3D, so I can make it go like this. Whee! And I've got lots of other crazy stuff too, but I probably don't want to go too far over.
Well, why don't you bring your laptop to the pub and then
okay,
whoever's
cool.
interested can buy you a beer.
Yeah. All right.
Thanks, Evan.
I started a company. Filed a company recently. I'm super proud of this, even though I spent only like an hour on it. Oh crap. Holy crap. That's my company.
Next up we have Graham and...
I spent way more than an hour on the visual. I spent an hour programming.
Yes. You guys might have to introduce yourselves, because I didn't get your information before we started. Look at all these people!
Yeah, we got it.
They're making an MMO or something.
This is an MMO.
It's so long. What's happening?
Okay, hi, I'm Graham. This is Amy, Katie, Rima, and Matt. And there was one other guy, Paulin, who was doing art for us You did one model.
You did the bear animation.
Yeah, this isn't a PegJam thing, we've been working on this. We probably put like a month into it or something so far. We were just adding a level and additional stuff for the jam. So we'll show you what we got. 800 by 600.
Whatever this is, it's going to be awesome.
So it's called Afrocorn, and you play as a... Just here and here. You play as a unicorn with an afro, and your goal is to push mugs off the other guy's side of the table. And you can like use your afro powers to like save them if they're on the edge, sort of. Kind of weird still. We're working some things out.
Greatest thing.
There's also there's snails sometimes. Sometimes there are just snails.
Slippery snails.
And we're gonna have 3 levels with like unique boss fights, kind of like this.
This is awesome.
So the idea is to get it on the Winnitron because this would be pretty cool with joysticks, we think. So it's kind of the idea with like super short levels and random stuff that you're doing. So that level we already had done. This next one is the one we did at the jam. It's still not quite finished. As you can see, things are very different underwater.
The snails have helmets now.
Yeah, the snails do actually have oxygen helmets. If you look very
Spill my drink.
Yeah, our boss fight for this one's not done at all, but it's gonna be a drunk octopus who like chases you back to the surface, and then you'll do like he's gonna bob up and down and do like kind of a whack-a-mole thing. Is the idea? It doesn't really do much right now, but yeah, it's Afrocorn.
I don't understand how those guys coordinate. A team of 5 people. I was watching them work, and like they were just like, I don't know how they do it. Okay, so was there anyone that I missed? That anyone wants to present anything that's a game and relevant to? Okay. So one thing we're gonna do before we go, it's kind of a tradition. Kurt will lead you through it, but you have to just stick around for a minute.
Yeah, stay still. We're gonna do this crazy